Hello, and today, welcome to another Raggers Beer Review. I forgot that. We're going over to America via Home Bargains, at least, and this is from Virginia Beer. It's called Saving Daylight, and at that time of the year where daylight starts to become a little bit less. This is called Saving Daylight. It's a citrus wheat beer. Looks like it says 5%, but the writing, because of the light now, the lighting's a bit muted. 5%. Doesn't say anything on the can, so there's nothing to read. Obviously, Home Bargains. I've just been to a Home Bargains near me, and they've got Bob All in. Absolutely rubbish range. Yet the bigger Home Bargains seem to have a lot better range of beers. So if you've got a large Home Bargains, that's the best place to even hopefully get some of these different beers. It's great the American beers are coming over. Obviously, it don't take anybody with any rocket science to know that these are the cheap and cheerful beers. You don't bring them to this country across the Atlantic. Or is it the Pacific? No, that's the other side. But anyway, you don't bring them across the oceans to the UK and without them being probably bargain basement beers. But are bargain basement beers all bad? No, of course they're not. If the beer's good, the beer's good. And if it's good at a good price, then woof. Obviously, they're getting them for a very good price because they're still selling them here. They're bringing them across and selling them. You can imagine, though, that they're coming across in some volume to be able to sell them in this country. You're not going to bring across, a few pallets. You're going to bring across 100 pallets, 200 pallets and sell them all over. So a lot of people are trying these beers. These are more widely in supermarkets now than a lot of local breweries in this country. So just to show you. So there's a slight haze, but it's not far off being crystal clear. It's like a golden looking pour, orangey golden pour, plenty of carbonation going off, little white head on there. And say it says it's a wheat beer. I'm not getting that normal. I'm not really a fan of wheat beers, if I'm being honest, but I'm not getting that aroma off it. Like more of a citrusy tropical aroma coming off it, to be fair. Anyway, let's dive in. Orangey. Bit of a breakfast cereal background to this. I did get that on another American beer. Maybe it's what they use to brew their beers. Maybe it's something slightly different over there. Fair play. It's not an £8 craft beer from this country, but you haven't paid £8. And you've got to realise this with beers. The more you pay, the more a beer should be something quite special. You one would hope, at least. I've had plenty that I've paid a lot more for, and I'm really disappointed with this beer. I paid like £9 for a can, and it don't taste that great. And these things happen, There's a back end. There's a taste on the back end that's a little bit slightly unpalatable. I'm not sure what it is. But the front end, yeah, it's like I say, it's quaffable. I think it was about £2 a can, so it's not overly expensive. If you think that the fact it's actually an American craft beer. For me, the best two places to get American beers are usually Low Cost Beer, aka Smiling Grape, and Home Bargains now. More so. The big American beers, the ones that are not going to be cheap, places like Brewcavern in Nottingham, they sell a lot of American beers, but they don't last long. Unless you're at the front of the queue, you've got to see them and buy them, and that's it. So to have these massively available, that's the word, around the country, it's great. Yeah, like I say, you're not paying for the big beers. But it's still a bit of lemon then. It's still interesting to see them here in this country. Oh, it's the spot. There's a slight perfume thing going off as well. Yeah, I actually liked it. You know, it went down a tree. It's not overly expensive in the grand scheme of things. For me, a good 4.1 out of 5. Would I drink it again? No, it's one of them beers. I've done it once. That's it. Put it to bed. But it was nice enough as it was. And that's my review. Thank you. Cheers. Always make sure there's none left in.